Hello and welcome to the Whiskey Boys podcast. I'm John and I'm joined by Zach and Matthew.
Yo!
We're back after a week
Thanks
off.
for the heads up.
I signaled. I said, "Hey, we're starting after this right here."
I'm looking at the chat. I don't see no.
Oh,
You
well,
guys
yeah,
ready?
I didn't see it in the chat.
Oh,
Well, Matthew, you gotta
start it
always,
over, John.
you gotta
Start it
always
over.
be ready.
Go
Put it
back.
Put it back.
Go back.
We're not doing it. Not today. Run it back. Play the song again. Play the song again,
Oh
John.
my gosh!
Start it over.
We got another 30 minutes.
Oh, wrong one. Ah!
Open mic night. Whoa, 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 sir.
I don't know what you want me to do.
Wow.
Whose
Didn't-
man is this?
Didn't even give us a.
Man.
Who is this over here? Didn't
Who's
even give us
man?
a signal.
Get,
Just
get
cut
this
straight
guy
to
outta here.
it.
Get this guy. What kind of DJ?
Wow.
Hey, there's a lot of stuff to handle here. Okay, I can't just signal to you guys every
John?
time.
You got to run it back. Third time's a charm.
That's
What do
she
you
said.
want me to do?
I don't know. Let us know when we go live.
Run it back. One quick.
Restart the song.
Do it again. Do it again.
I know you guys can hear me. This is getting ridiculous.
Right,
you're
gonna drop, dude. Getting the people hyped for nothing.
Wow.
Fired. All right.
Just cuts it on the
All right.
drop.
Wow.
That's what you get. Making me start
Wow.
it 3 times. I already started it.
Should be 4.
No, we're not doing it again.
I do. What is this? Season 3, season 4? Man.
That's a season.
Yeah. One of the seasons.
It's something.
4 seasons. We'll keep the light on for you or something. I don't know.
That's
I don't know.
that's not 4 seasons. It's like Motel 8. Motel 6? Motel 6. I can't remember
What?
how many motels there are.
Huh?
There's a number in there somewhere.
Yeah. You guys are
Best
messing me all up now. We've been going for 2.5 minutes already, and all we did was start the podcast 3 times.
Well, it's not our fault someone didn't tell us, hey, you guys ready?
You weren't even talking when it started, so I don't know what the problem was.
John, you just had a half-hour DJ set. We've been going for a while.
It was 11 minutes.
Oh yeah, sorry to cut you there short.
Shut up. Anyways, yeah, so we weren't here last week, just because I wasn't home at the time, so we couldn't start it.
Life happens.
And Zach had work the next day, so.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
I mean, I was here, but no one wanted to, I guess they didn't want to watch me.
Were you here?
You should have.
No, I wasn't. I don't think so.
I don't remember. But yeah, and the reason why we started so late today is because we all went to the movies.
Ooh, Gillespie.
That's right, we went to the movies too.
Ooh.
We
What'd
went.
you see?
We went and saw The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Really good movie.
I thought you were about to describe like an actor.
Oh no, it's
I was like, what?
it's a movie. It's the movie with Nicolas Cage, where he
And
plays
Pedro
he
Pascal.
plays himself.
Oh.
Yeah.
National Treasure. Yeah.
Dude, it's a
That
really
is
funny
classic.
movie.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I love it.
Like, listen, if you like Nick Cage, go see it. If you don't like Nick Cage, don't see it. That simple.
I think if you don't like Nick Cage, you should still go see it.
No, because then you're just gonna. Well, yeah, no, maybe because then you give them money, but because people go see it and they're like, "I hated it," and you're like, "Oh, what did you hate?" Well, I just don't like Nick Cage. Then why did you see it?
See,
Like,
why did that start? Why did that become a thing? Everyone just all of a sudden hated Nick Cage.
Because
Like, I
people are
get Ghost
jealous.
Rider. Don't get me wrong. Ghost Rider's kind of
Ghost-
dude.
Out of all the movies, you choose Ghost Rider.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Out of all of Nick Cage's movies, you choose Ghost Rider.
I think because he was like an icon in the 90s and the 80s and people loved him, and then the younger generations is just like, I don't understand why people like him. It's like, you don't understand.
They don't understand anything.
He's awesome.
Like, why do they get to dictate life? What? Okay, well, Matt, what movie would you choose as his worst movie?
The one with the bees. I forgot what it's called.
Crudes.
How about Crudes?
Have you seen the Crudes?
Mm-mm.
I haven't seen it, so I can't say it's the worst movie.
5 years old.
I've only seen part of it. So.
Is that the animated one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or am I- oh, okay.
Wicker Man is the movie you're talking
Oh
about.
wait, no,
Matthew.
Hold on a second. We forgot about the one that he did in 2014. He did a remake of a Christian movie or whatever.
Oh, you're talking
He
about
made
Left
Ghost Rider
Behind.
Left Behind.
I never saw it, but
Oh, like the book series Left Behind?
yeah, they remade
those
a
are
Hollywood
fire.
version.
They redid
not
it with
fire.
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, with Nicolas Cage as the pilot.
Oh man.
Dang.
No, if I was gonna pick one of his worst movies, it would be one of those B movies that came out that he did on the side or whatever. Like, honestly, there hasn't been like
He's
even
also done a lot of good movies. actually.
even in Kick-Ass, his acting is over the top, but I wouldn't say that
But-
it's a bad movie because he was in it or anything.
Dude,
I
he
thought he
was in
killed that
Wind
role.
Talkers.
Yeah.
We can't hate on Nick Cage. He was in Wind Talkers with Adam Beach. Okay.
That means we absolutely should hate on both those people.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Whoa, this is a Adam Beach Stan podcast. Okay.
You should have started that episode 1 because I think we hate on Adam Beach every 4 episodes.
We don't ever hate on
No,
Adam
we
Beach.
don't hate on him.
We
We
hate
just say
on
that's-
Hollywood for not casting more natives
We
besides
just say
him.
that Hollywood always picks Adam Beach to play everything.
Yeah.
We don't hate Adam Beach.
Yeah.
We just think that Hollywood
Hates
doesn't know
everybody
anyone else besides Adam Beach and West Studi.
Yeah.
Oh, what's his name? The Filipino guy who plays all the Native
Lou
Americans.
Diamond Phillips.
Oh, Lou Diamond Phillips?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, no. You know what? I forgot. There's 2 other quote unquote natives that Hollywood knows. It's Lou Diamond Phillips and Johnny
Yep.
Depp.
Yep.
Again, natives, quote unquote. My little bunny ears.
Yeah, so we went and saw that movie. That movie was awesome.
It's a really good movie.
I would definitely go see it. I would say it's very unique. Like, there's not really another movie I could say that like is similar. because it's literally him being Nick Cage and then getting offered to go to a birthday party, and then things just kind of go crazy.
So like a vlog.
That's the best way to explain it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what did you go see, Zach?
Ambulance. Do not see it. Save your $20 or how much tickets are. That movie was such trash. I was gonna say we walked out. We didn't. Me and Bailey just laughed and joked around.
Zach's like,
It's
I've worked in an ambulance. That's not what it looks like.
Yeah, that was part of the problem. But I'm like, all right, cool, entertainment value, do whatever you want to do. But like, the shots they used were terrible. The continuity was off. There's no like huge spoilers or anything, but there's a shot of a dog in like a police car, but you see a person physically holding that dog in the back who's not supposed to be there. So like, oh, okay, cool. Then there's another scene where one of the main characters is in handcuffs. Yeah, spoilers. Never throw that up. But you don't need to know because you're not gonna see it because the movie's trash. Like one of the main characters is in handcuffs, and like literally 3 seconds later, they're walking around like arms on two people. You see the handcuff hanging off like their arm, but their arms are just behind their back. And like, well, okay, well, how did that happen?
It reminds me of when we filmed
ridiculous.
When we filmed our movie or our video 6 years ago, for my when I was in college, we filmed a video called Lethal Justice. We all know about it. And our cousin Juanito's in it as the bad guy. And so the first scene we filmed was the interrogation scene, and we go, okay, you're just gonna do an interrogation, blah blah blah. He's gonna interrogate you. You're just gonna react. You guys are gonna ad lib this stuff. Matthew's gonna do some funny movements and blah blah blah. The whole time he's sitting there, with like just we don't even notice what he's doing. He's just acting. And then at one point he goes, "We're like, Matthew's gonna do this to you, blah blah blah." He's like, "Well, how am I gonna do that with my hands handcuffed?" And he's doing this, and we're like,
"Yeah, we're like,
what do you mean
handcuffed?
Your hands handcuffed?" He's like, "Well, I'm handcuffed while I'm being interrogated, right?" "Who said you were handcuffed?" "Well, I've been doing this the whole video." "You don't have handcuffs on. What are you talking about?"
It's exactly like that. That's how this movie works.
So if you watch Lethal Justice and you see the interrogation scene, look at his hands. You will see him sitting like this the whole time. And no one told him to do that. And it wasn't until we do the scenes after interrogation when we were going to film them that he said well, how am I going to do that with my handcuff? And we're like, what are you talking about? Well, I did this the whole time. And we're like, why did you do that?
So even like, you'll notice it, especially there's a cup that's handed to him and he grabs it like this. Nobody grabs a cup with two hands, but he goes, "Oh, this cup's empty." And it's like, what are you doing?
Well, I thought you were going to talk about the other big part was the mustache.
Oh yeah, that was another scene. So we filmed, like I said, the interrogation scene first, which was like, I don't know, a couple hours of filming, and we filmed this whole thing. It's not a long video, it's like 6-7 minutes long. And then the next day we're gonna film.
Was it the next day or next week or something?
No, it was the next day.
Oh,
the next day, it was either the next day or like a couple days later, but we were like, we're gonna film a chase scene outside, and that's when he gets caught, and then it leads into the interrogation. So we're shooting the beginning of the video after. So when we filmed the interrogation scene, Matthew had like facial hair like he has, like not a lot, but some scruff and stuff, a noticeable like little mustache. But we're like, well, I want him to have like this big like bushy mustache, so we give him a fake mustache.
So John gave me a fake mustache to put over.
So he films the entire interrogation scene. The one thing we noticed is when we were filming the interrogation scene, there's a scene that we cut out of the video, but he like knocks on the window, and when he does, he goes to turn around and the mustache falls off.
It wasn't that I knocked. I turned around and went like this, like yeah, and it just goes whoop. It just comes right off, and I turn around.
So instantly he's like, yeah, and he turns around to hide it.
Yeah. But that got cut out because it was too long.
We changed the ending of the video.
But we go and do the whole, like the next day or a couple days, we go and film the beginning and everything. We get it all done and it looks great. And then we're packing up, and I look at John and I go, I forgot to bring the mustache.
He's like, I left it at home the whole time. And I
was
just
like-
looked at him and
I
I
was
was
like, I didn't wear a mustache that whole beginning scene. And he's like,
Oh no.
are you kidding me? And I was like, that's not my job. My job is to act.
but the problem was too, it's like, sure, we could have filmed like the chase scene again. That's not hard. It can be like, oh, and even you can't even notice it in the chase scene because they're just running. I'm on
Yeah.
one side of the street, they're on the other side of the street. The camera's shaking like crazy, so it's hard to tell. The problem was, it took so long to get a specific shot where Kevin punches Juanito because he's hiding behind a wall. They're coming running down, and he has to wait for me to go, okay, now, and swing out of, like, without knowing where he's
Hey,
punching.
John, put the spoilers on yourself. Jeez.
Who cares? It's our YouTube video.
Telling the whole video
Wow,
over
I
here.
can't even shout out you on YouTube.
I know.
Wow. dude.
But anyways, so
YouTube.com/Thunderbutch. So
there you go.
throwing that
Yeah,
out there.
so he has to swing at him without hitting him. So he has to count on me to be like, okay, now throw the punch. And it took so long to get that shot because it was always Juanito reacting too early or Kevin swinging and he's already passed. So it was like,
You just hit him.
we're just gonna forget about it. No one's gonna notice, which nobody did.
I noticed.
No, you didn't.
I'm about to rewatch it just to say in comment. I noticed.
I will block you. I will block you from that channel.
No, I was gonna say, you were saying, oh, we could have refilmed it. No, we couldn't have, because you remember what happened that day?
Oh yeah,
And
someone
then
The cop showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Showed up
I was
looking
like, I remember you
because-
guys telling me this.
We filmed the beginning. Like, if you go watch it, the beginning sequence of the chase or whatever, we filmed all of that like close to where we both went to school, but John was going there at the time. And we filmed it out by the street, and John was on the other side of the street, and me and Juanito were on the other side. And for the future reference, we need to get walkie-talkies because John was yelling across the street, and then he would call us and try and. But yeah, anyways, he had to yell like action, roll loud.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
and so we're just running, and we had to do it multiple times, before we could get it right. And then we did like the whole thing before we go into like the actual school area
Mm.
and stuff. But as me and Juanito are standing on the side and we're getting ready to walk over to film the other part, I told Juanito I saw a cop car driving by and looking at us, and I was sitting there and I was like, that cop's staring at us. He was, because we were right next to a stoplight, but they were on the other side, like, of us at the stoplight. And the cop drives down past the stoplight, and I'm just sitting there kind of like looking like out of the corner of my eye, and I see the cop do a U-turn and come back and drive by and look at us again. And I'm like, we should probably go into the school now. I was like, that cop's gonna come back, I think. And so we filmed the other scene, and then we go to the school. Pretty soon, a cop car rolls into the parking lot. And then another cop car rolls in the parking lot, and they're looking around, and we're like standing inside the school area. John's setting up the camera.
Like
me and Juanito
in the
are getting
courtyard.
ready in the courtyard. We're getting ready to film a scene, and I'm standing there, and I look over, and I can see them driving by the parking lot, and they're like looking over, and I'm just like, "How's it going?" And they're just like driving by, and then after the two cop cars go by, a third one comes by.
Hell yeah.
And I'm like, okay. I'm like, what? I was like, what? Two Mexican guys can't just go running down the street or what?
Not
you
in
know?
that town. Yeah, in our
But-
neighborhood.
And then John's teacher eventually comes down and goes like, I just wanted to see how you guys are doing, because apparently someone said that the cops were looking for someone chasing someone or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's like, and I knew you were the only people filming today, so I just want to make sure you're okay.
He's like, I don't want one of my students to get arrested. I was like, oh no, we're fine. They drove by, but
Yeah.
Like, we're real method actors. Okay?
Yeah.
That's what the law needs. Okay.
That's called guerrilla film. Okay.
Yep.
Going Rocky style, right? Just filming out there.
was that film like that?
Yeah. The whole scene of him running behind the car, they just filmed it. That the whole guy throwing something to him, was ad-lib. That guy was not
Oh,
like
really?
an actor. That guy just
pretty
threw
crazy.
something to him as he was running by. Yeah,
I tried to
just-
hit him in the head, and he's.
I think it was like an orange or an apple. He just goes, "Hey," and just tosses it to him, and he catches it and keeps going.
I'll be honest, I forgot the camera was on Matthew.
Yeah, I was just trying to roll with it. So
Freaking John, dude. Anyway,
It's 'cause
we're
I have
hiring
both views.
production.
I have both views up here, and I was looking at the preview window, being like, "Oh, that looks good," and then I was like, "Wait, no, that's the
We
live
will-
window."
yeah,
We'll pay
just on my
you
face.
Yeah.
all our subscriber money. So
So
Speaking,
have to help
you're,
us get there.
you're gonna be working pro bono.
you're gonna be working for a while. Let's put it that way.
I was to say, Cinemacon was. I don't know if it's still going on, but it was going on this week. I don't think you know what that is, right, Zach?
I have no idea. So
Essentially,
explain.
it's a convention in Vegas about films. Like studios come and show off previews of their upcoming films and talk about, like, they have props and stuff like that. I think I've always wanted to go to it, but
We're gonna have to go one year.
Yes, we do.
they showed off like things for like DC's new movies like Shazam and Black Adam, The Flash, like all that stuff. But they also announced a couple movies. In particular, Sony announced a new Ghostbusters, which is awesome. Which will continue off of Ghostbusters Afterlife. If you've ever seen it, there was kind of a tease about a
Trying to
potential.
think. Is that what the kids from Stranger Things?
Yes.
Never seen it.
Oh, it's a good movie. If you like Ghostbusters, you should see it. It's a really
Good
good like
call.
wrap up to the other two. And then they obviously announced that Venom 3 is coming, which
Let's go.
was pretty obvious that was going to happen.
And then
yeah,
the
from
Batman too.
Spider-Man, right? Yeah.
Batman 2 got announced. It was confirmed that they're going to make another Batman movie.
Robert Pattinson?
Yeah.
I still need to see that. I'm behind.
It's on HBO Max now.
I know. I saw that.
Something that was really ridiculous. Oh, and apparently they showed off some footage of Kraven the Hunter, the movie coming out.
Okay, I saw pictures, right, of Aaron Taylor Johnson running around. It says, "Oh, photos from Craven," and I was like,
And you got all hot and bothered.
"It just looks like Aaron Taylor Johnson with long hair,
That's what everybody
And
says.
a shirt. It doesn't look like Craven at all." And I saw people be like, "Oh yeah, this is legit Craven." I'm like, "He looks nothing like Craven. What are you talking about?"
Yeah, it just looks like Aaron Taylor Johnson.
He's just gonna do the same
He's
voice he did
got a
for.
tooth necklace. That's about it.
He's gonna do the same voice he
Nice.
did for Quicksilver. He'd be like, "What, Spider? You did not see that coming?"
But so speaking of spin-offs of Spider-Man, the other movie that was announced is a movie called El Muerto, which is going to be I guess I've never heard of the character, but it's a Spider-Man villain who's a like luchador, starring
Oh, what? That's pretty high.
Yeah.
starring Bad Bunny. I don't really know who that
rapper or
is.
That's not
singer.
nearly as hype. I was really hoping it was gonna be Jack Black. He's been a luchador before.
But yeah, so I don't know. Like, pretty much everybody had the same reaction. They're like, "Why that character? It's not even a big character." And people have said like, "You have Spider-Man Noir and Spider-Man 2099. You have Spider-Gwen. Why are
Peter
you
Parker.
making all
Don't
these?"
forget Peter Parker, John.
I meant for live
Spider-Man.
action. They're not going to do a live action Peter Parker.
Because Sony wants money.
But they could make plenty of money off of Spider-Man
and they wanna
2099.
keep their rights to Spider-Man without spending a lot of money.
That's the main reason. Because if they don't make a
Parker.
Spider-Man movie, they lose the rights. So they're gonna keep pumping out whatever. But like I said, had they just done a Spider-Man Noir could be done with a lower budget. Because you literally are just filming like city scenes and stuff. Like as far as I remember, he doesn't even have web shooters. Like he uses a grappling hook.
Yeah,
So it's like
I mean,
pretty sure.
as long as it's Nicolas Cage still. I'm in.
him is the live action
Don't be
version too.
switching it up. It's a
You know what?
multi-universe. We've been there. We're in it. Okay?
I'm
Just
pretty
let it be.
sure, like in the comics, I'm trying to remember. I don't think the Noir one takes off his mask.
I don't think so. No.
That'd be perfect, dude. Like I loved him as the voice for Into the
Mhm.
Spider-Verse, but him
Oh,
as the
yeah.
live action version would be pretty funny.
Oh, they also talked about what the plot of the new movie coming out is going to be, the Across the Spider-Verse, which is
Is it-
Oh, I can't
also
wait for that movie.
when they announced that it got delayed to next year.
Ah,
So you can wait for that movie.
dude, just give it to Mappa. Mappa does every big anime now. It's gonna be fine.
But yeah, so it got delayed to next year, which really sucks. But yeah, they announced, like, I guess they showed off some new characters, and then they said in the third one that's gonna come out in 2024 now, there's gonna be like 200 characters in that one. I don't know what characters they plan on including.
They're actually gonna do the Spider-Verse then.
Yeah,
there's-
Crazy hype.
There's that in the comics. There's the whole like a hub or whatever where all
Mhm.
the Spider-Man or Spider people.
there's
meet.
like that whole, I think it's just called Spider-Man, isn't it?
Well, there's
That
Spider-Man
comic.
too. So
No, I know, but the comic was called
Oh,
Spider-Man.
you mean the new one, the newer one?
It was a couple of years ago, but it was like a
Well-
comic with a bunch of different ones.
Well, yeah, because I was gonna say that I think the original ones were like
It was like an event comic.
Spider-Man Noir, Spider-Verse, Ultimate Spider-Man, Spider-Verse. They were called, or Miles
Uh,
Morales, Spider-Verse,
Mm.
I didn't know.
and they
that.
were connected like that. And then I think they came out with a Spider-Verse comic run, like on its own. And then I think recently there was a Spider-Men, which is like they team up together or something.
Mhm. But yeah, so that happened. I seriously do want to go, maybe next year. I think it'd be really
That'd
cool.
be cool.
Go check it out. We do have a Star Wars celebration coming up next month,
Ooh, I'm
Which
so
is-
excited.
which is gonna be weird because I've never been to it.
May the 4th. Be with you.
I mean that is a thing, but it's not. I don't think it's on May 4th. I think it's like May 20 something like that.
Oh, interesting. I don't know why.
Oh.
We're talking about Spider-Man right now, and it got me thinking about what's his name, Shamik Moore, the actor for him.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys seen The Get Down?
Yeah.
Matthew has. I've never seen it.
Oh, you're missing out, dude. I thought that was a great series, but
It got
it got
canceled.
discontinued a long time ago. Yeah,
Yeah.
just mainly because of the director. But dude, that whole thing about it's kind of like about the start of hip hop.
Yeah.
almost.
I've walked
And
in
it
on
was so
when Matthew
good.
was watching it a couple times.
That's not
So
weird.
good. Yeah.
I said I walked
Watch
in.
it on that.
I said I walked in when Matthew was watching it a couple times.
I know. It sounds odd.
Watching what? Yeah.
But anyways,
It's like, oh God, don't look.
no, some people were complaining about, speaking of Netflix, like the fact that they cancel all these different shows, but apparently they're also going to start punishing people for sharing their passwords. Have you heard about
It's
that?
kind of late for that, yeah.
Like they're going to start
So
charging
stupid.
people if they find out that another address is using your password or something like that.
They're already like doing like a testing or whatever in another country. I forgot which country.
But I guess when like they announced that, and then I think a couple other shows got canceled or something, they lost a ton of their stock all of a sudden, or like it sank.
Subscribers. A lot of people unsubscribed because of
Yeah,
that.
Like,
Which is
not even
it's
because
so
of that,
dumb.
just like their own shows, I feel like don't really blow up. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Well,
And I
it's funny.
Okay. Go ahead, Matt.
I was gonna say about their whole thing is that
Oh, there
they
we
were
go.
probably trying to do the people not sharing passwords so more people would subscribe so they can get more money to make their shows and stuff. But it had the adverse effect.
Yeah.
People unsubscribe because they're like, yeah, no, I ain't gonna play that game with you, and so they lost money. So now they need more money for their shows.
Absolutely. It's funny because thinking back, like right now, like I don't watch a lot of Netflix as it is. I have 2-3 shows that come out for their short seasons that appear every year, and that's about it. Don't stream Netflix at all. So if they're like really trying to charge people for it, I'm like, all right, well, they cancel it.
Yeah.
missing 2 or 3 shows I might watch.
I
I
like
can download illegally.
the only show I can really think of on Netflix that I really like wait for is Stranger Things, and that we have the third season was what, like in 2019 or 2018.
Yeah, it's been a few years now.
What I think their biggest problem is that they don't let a lot of shows go past the third season or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like, because there are like shows like, for example, Arcane. You know,
Arcane, that was a good one actually. I forgot about Arcane.
Shoot, who's the one? I mean, I like JoJo, so JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
But that's not necessarily a Netflix project.
Well, it's on there first, so I was gonna say Squid Game.
Squid Game was good too.
I think. Trying to think of the other ones.
Their original series.
Umbrella Academy is another original. Like the thing is, Netflix has like really good original series and stuff that they put on there. And they like the thing is they spend a lot of money on like, because it's not just like American Netflix, it's like other countries as well, you know.
Yeah,
they spend a lot of money on trying to just make whatever they can, like of just giving people the option to make like movies or TV shows. So they spend a lot of money, but the problem is that like they also like will get a good show and then just drop it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where
I feel
there's another podcast I was listening to. Like, yeah, that's the Netflix's problem. Maybe they can't fund it or whatever. But like, look at all the other streaming services. Hulu's owned by Disney now.
Yeah.
HBO's owned by
Warner Brothers.
Oh, they have huge backing where Netflix is just Netflix. So if they want to make a show, it's going to cost them a lot more.
Netflix needs to get that Blockbuster backing. I'm just kidding.
Bring back Blockbuster. They killed Blockbuster. They did it to themselves.
I think the issue is that so many other people are trying to make their own streaming services now. Like we have Peacock, we have who's the other channel? And NBC is Peacock, so Paramount Plus, CBS All Access, which I think kind of went away because they started going to Paramount now. It's like you heard about CNN Plus, that they put like $50 million into it, and then a week later it was gone because nobody used it.
I didn't know that.
I don't want fake news, John.
Why would anybody want to be like, yeah, I'm gonna subscribe to look at news stuff? Like I guess one of the shows was like a book club with one of their hosts or something, and it was like, who's this for?
Like,
why?
Yeah, what a weird idea.
But I think that's the issue. There's so many people who are like, well, we can do this ourselves, like blah blah blah. But then they're always like, okay, we did it. Now, what content do we put on there? Paramount Plus has that issue. You know, all of their stuff is old stuff. And that's why they were banking so much on Halo and like Picard and, you know, Star Trek and whatnot. But a lot of people were just like, I don't really care about seeing the Star Trek show. And then Halo, you know, people are watching it, but none of the fans, like, or not none, I shouldn't say none of them, because there are fans who are watching it. A lot of the fans don't care about that show because it's not.
Doesn't have a Will
Smith. They completely shut up. They completely changed how it was.
They disregarded the whole lore of it.
Absolutely, yeah, because the director came out and said, "Yeah, I've never played the games or did research or whatever," and like, well,
the people who wrote it and stuff,
it's like, then why would anyone want to watch that? You know,
like, oh, so you don't know what you're talking about. I can do that down the street with some random people.
So in other words, they're just in other words, all they're doing is taking designs and artwork and then running with that.
They're like, from the clips I've seen on Twitter, there are cool moments in the show, but there's just not enough to like outweigh the whole story and what's going on in the show and blah blah blah. Like, there are plenty of movies that are just utter shit, but like can have a cool moment in it, you know. Happens all the time. Does that excuse the movie and make it a better, like, make it acceptable that it's a crap movie? No. Um, and like going back to Netflix, like with their original content, like I don't think I've ever really watched any of the original movie. Like I still haven't seen Red Notice. I never saw Six Underground. If that is that what it was called, the one with Ryan Reynolds.
You don't need to.
Under something, yeah.
I haven't
the
seen
new one that came out, right?
Well, the one
I don't know.
the one I'm talking about was a couple years ago, where it was made by Michael Bay, and it was like there were a bunch of mercenaries trying to steal something.
I see.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah,
Six
don't watch
Underground,
Michael
you
Bay
don't watch.
films right now. It's not good.
Six Underground, you don't
But
need to watch.
I haven't seen
Adam Project is a new one that came
I
out
haven't
that
seen
looks
that
good. I haven't
either.
watched
That's
it.
what I was thinking about.
I think
Um,
the only original like Netflix movie I've seen is Extraction, which I liked,
Oh, Extraction's really good.
I
but
don't think I've seen it.
it's the
It's
one with
with,
Chris
Chris Hemsworth.
Hemsworth.
Does he strike someone down with his hammer?
No, you were watching something else
Well,
on the
then I'm
internet.
not watching it.
I don't know what
I
you
don't
were
know what
watching.
you're watching, Zach.
Talking about someone striking someone down with their hammer. No, it's the one where it's like he gets hired to save this little kid in, is it India?
But the one with Josh Peck, right?
No, I don't know what you're talking about. Talking about Drake and Josh?
No, it's like Chris Hemsworth and Josh Peck are both like the main characters.
I didn't know there was a movie with the two of them.
You're talking of.
That knows what I'm talking about.
He's talking about Red Dawn.
It's Red something.
That movie's like what, freaking 7 years old?
Like what, 2013 or something? Let's see.
I saw it.
Yeah, that movie was kind of lame.
The original was way better.
Josh
Yeah.
Peck was a badass. What are you talking about?
2012. They came out in 2012.
So
Oh man,
That was
10
close.
years,
That's an
damn,
old
dude.
movie. Wow.
Yeah,
Josh
I
Peck
think that
really
was-
fell off.
but yeah, no, Extraction, like I said, is the one is written by the Russos, people who did Avengers Endgame, Infinity War,
Yeah.
blah blah blah. And I guess it was an original story that they wanted to make a long time ago. And instead, since they couldn't afford to make it, they made a graphic novel with somebody else. And then once it got successful and they made more money, they were like, "Hey, we're gonna make it a movie now."
Dope.
So
Might
Which-
check it out.
it was pretty cool. It's got some pretty cool action sequences and stuff. And they're making a sequel, I believe.
I just remembered a show that Netflix has that or they acquired.
I
that
just
I really
I
like.
I just remembered another original movie that I saw of theirs that I thought was terrible was Death Note.
Cool. Yeah, I guess I'm just
It was a
here.
live action, wasn't it?
Yeah. What were you saying, Matthew?
Yeah. Go ahead, Matt. Don't let John.
Not like I was talking and then. Hey, you know what movie I watched?
Did you guys see the one
Rude.
with Adam Sandler
Rude, John.
Which
Rude.
one? Oh,
and Jennifer Aniston,
oh wait, I don't.
or the other one with Adam Sandler and
I know there's the
Some of
one
his friends?
something Halloween. I don't remember the one with Jennifer Aniston.
and then the other one with Adam Sandler and
Matthew, just say what you were gonna say.
Go ahead, Matt.
Oh my gosh. Here.
There you go.
I don't know what he's doing. He's just quiet. Wow, Matthew. This is so interesting. I'm so glad that you're one of our co-hosts when you just sit here quiet and pretend to be typing stuff.
Sheesh. Corpsey said, "Dang, no one in here."
He zoomed in on me. I wasn't paying attention.
Here we go. Blame Matt for not saying nothing.
I know.
Hammering on him. Matt, say what you're gonna say. Dang it. Let's get to it.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
You were talking about an original project that you liked that they
On
brought
Netflix,
in or
yeah.
something. Some show. You're like, I just
Yeah,
remember. If you had
Called-
just said what you were gonna say, you wouldn't have forgot. But then you go,
I was
saw
trying
it."
to say it, and someone was like, "You know what movie Netflix makes that I didn't like?"
I literally took like 2 seconds. You said,
You literally talk. I
No,
was
no, no,
like
no.
talking.
No,
and
you
just went, you
weren't.
know what? Go back and watch, John.
No.
It's on.
No,
It's
you
on the
weren't.
live.
You
okay?
you said
You
It's
can
on
go
the
back
line, bro.
and watch it.
you said, hey, you know, I remembered a TV show that Netflix acquired that I really liked. And then you were quiet and I said, "Oh, I just remembered one that I didn't like, Death Note." That's all I said. And then you just sat there
said
quiet.
I'm all look at dude, we're on Twitch. I
Okay,
can watch
go
the
ahead.
VOD.
Go ahead. You're gonna be wrong. I didn't interrupt you. You had stopped talking.
Think y'all just need to calm down. Hey,
Oh,
Matt, you
I'm
just gotta
calm.
Say what you gotta say, son. Let the world
I know. It just what were you saying?
He has no idea.
Yeah, I know. Because he does this, because he starts talking and then he just stops for a second and he gets focused on, I'm gonna get mad right now, instead of just saying it. And then he's like, I don't remember what I was gonna say.
Are you talking to me? I'm trying to watch the VOD.
See.
See, like I said.
Yeah. Anyways.
Anyway, while you two try to figure out what's going on.
I don't need to figure out anything.
Well, figure this out, John. What is your favorite one-hit wonder?
Song?
Yeah. I'll tell you mine, just so you get time to think. I gotta go Shake It by Metro Station. It's kind of fire.
That is a pretty good song.
And they never made another banger. Not like that.
I was gonna say one, but then I realized I found out last year that it's a cover. Is Madcon's "Beggin'."
Ooh, yeah, that is a cover, but dang, that's a good freaking song.
That's a great
version
song.
of it,
Yeah, because I know that it took off again. The like a new cover of that song. I do not.
TikTok.
I don't like the new
TikTok,
version.
yeah.
I love the Madcon version, but
Yeah, Madcon version.
I don't.
You shake a leg, do it. Or whatever the kids say nowadays.
I'm trying to think of another one-hit wonder.
You got Sharona, my Sharona.
Anybody in the comments too? Like, what's your one-hit wonder song that you like? Because I don't know. I can't think of any.
I was gonna say Akon, but he's had a couple.
He's had a couple songs.
Yeah, that doesn't really count. Oh, Sean Kingston.
Sean Kingston, yeah, definitely.
Beautiful girls. Yeah, that's another one.
Was he
wonder?
Was he in that song? Well, I guess that's not his song with Natasha Bedingfield. They'll never find a love like this. Oh, never find a love like this.
What's
It is him.
We do not click on clips in chat. I'm not trying to have you.
Oh, it doesn't work on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm not gonna open up a clip during the stream, Matthew, because it'll come through the stream.
You should. You should.
No,
so the stream can
I
listen
mean,
to it,
the
John.
audio won't sound good.
Matt, just give us your verdict on one-hit wonders. What's your favorite?
What one-hit wonders? Like you talking about songs?
Join the
I don't even focus
conversation.
on trying to prove John wrong. You can do that later.
Yeah.
Like in podcast.
Well,
stuff.
I was going to talk about like streaming platforms earlier too, but then we continued off on that. But
sometimes you
one-hit
interrupt.
wonders.
Your favorite one-hit wonder? I said
Baby
Metro
Got
Station,
Back.
Shake It. John said Baby Got Back.
No, I didn't say that.
All right, he said Anaconda, same song.
I didn't say that either. I haven't said one yet. I can't think of one.
I don't know. I don't know.
Here,
Like you say, my favorite or
Your favorite. You got to have one. One you remember, like. Doesn't have to be your
I don't
favorite.
know.
I said
there's
Barcelona.
there's a CD called One Hit Wonders. How like mean is that to do to a band?
I
That's
mean,
hilarious.
I mean,
I'd feel
There's-
like
there's a
so
certain
bad if I
time-
ended up on that album.
oh wow.
there's a certain time of like one-hit wonders. Like if you make a song and then you're still a band for like 10 years and you just haven't had anything that like took off, then you
Yeah,
definitely
like
be a one-hit wonder.
Sean Kingston.
Macy
Kingston,
Gray's on here.
Beautiful Girl.
Macy Gray, I'm pretty sure did more than one good song. Lou Bega, Mambo Number 5. Okay, that's one.
Oh, that's a banger too, man.
It is,
Ladies and
but
gentlemen,
you don't
this is
hear
Mambo
about
number
any of
5.
his other music.
I didn't know he made other music. I thought it was just that.
Chumbawamba. That was my. I think
Turning
Lou
Japanese
Bega.
is what Corpsey said. Sorry.
I think Lou Bega was my first CD I got for my birthday.
Oh, let's go.
But Chumbawamba Tub Thumping, that's another one-hit wonder I remember from when I was a kid.
Yo, Stanky Leg. Never heard that guy never make another song.
Soldier Boy pretty
I
much
think
is a
it's just,
one-hit
like,
wonder. I
These are
think
older songs.
you gotta search one-hit wonders of the 2000s. That's why.
Well, he just said one-hit wonders. He didn't say of the 2000s.
That's true.
Dude, It's Raining Men by the Weather Girls. That's a really good song.
Bob Mans, who let the dogs out.
That's true too. There's a bunch on there, but they're good songs. But they never made another like good song.
Somebody said it was like an article. It said technically Blink 182 is a one-hit wonder because only one of their songs made the top 40 or something like that. I was like, I wouldn't classify them a one-hit wonder.
Yeah. I guess, well, what's the definition of one-hit wonder?
Yeah.
They're probably going
Achieves
by
mainstream popularity often for only one piece of work and becomes known among the general public solely for... Okay, yeah, Blink 182 wouldn't be that.
Yeah, because they have what's my age again? First date.
like this
there's a
list.
bunch of
Down,
songs
down, down, down. Oh, Stacy's Mom, that's one.
Somebody
Yeah,
has
Lucy's Mom.
"Are You Gonna Be My Girl" by Jet, but they had other songs that were big.
Jet was pretty
James
good, yeah.
Blunt, "You're Beautiful." Yeah, that was definitely one hit
Yeah.
wonder.
Yeah.
He, you know how
You know what?
Oh.
That's like a good definition for a newer, like for the early 2000s one-hit wonders.
you know how that's a one hit wonder. He has it in his Twitter bio. I'm pretty sure
Heck yes.
that he's a one hit wonder. Like he admits to
Dude.
it.
Flowbots.
Well,
Handlebars.
yeah.
Bro, they had bangers, all right? Because he could ride his bike with no handlebars.
There's a lot of rap songs in here, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, another one. My Dick by whatever band that is that made that song.
Laffy Taffy's on here, you know. Sugar Laffy Taffy.
Laffy Taffy.
Where was the other one?
Avenue,
Pop, Lock, and Drop It.
Electric
Is on here.
Avenue.
Yeah.
Is that a one-hit wonder?
This Is Why I'm Hot is on here.
No, by Mims?
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
because then there was also This Is Why I Rock.
Hey, baby, that song.
Yeah. Facts.
You're a
Slide,
jerk.
Corpsey said.
Gosh dang it.
Well,
Yeah,
I guess that
PE
would
class
include, like,
Electric Slide. I remember that.
Cupid Shuffle and what's the other one?
Oh yeah,
What
keep
hop
it
this
shoving.
time? Right foot, right up.
Dude, I've told John so many times, if I go somewhere and like they play Electric Slide or
It's electric.
what's the other one you just said?
Uh,
No, not Cupid Shuffle.
Just
What the
right
heck
foot,
is
right
it?
stomp one.
Yeah, that one. If they play those songs, yeah, I
Cha-cha
can
slide.
guarantee Cha-cha. I can guarantee you, I will not be out on that dance floor. I will probably leave because I hate those songs.
yeah.
Those are so terrible.
What?
Turn
Like,
around.
it's weird.
I'd rather listen to Cotton Eye Joe than those songs.
See, we're different. When that joke comes on, I gotta leave.
That's because you had a bad
I'm
experience.
scared.
That's
son.
because you have bad memories of it.
That was a
Uh,
nightmare.
Wait,
It's weird to think that like somebody went into a studio and was like, okay, I got an idea for a song. Like someone wrote a beat and they're like, okay, my lyrics are this song's called Cha Cha Slide. And we're gonna say one hop this time. And then we're gonna add a little boom sound. Like
Yeah.
it's just so weird to think that someone went into a studio and wrote that song. Like, not to say like, oh, it's a terrible song, they did a terrible job or anything like that. Because it's like they probably make tons of money off that song. It gets played everywhere.
Millions. That's probably where the idea came from.
But it's just such a cheesy song.
It is. It's awful, but they probably make so much money because everybody plays it all the time. Every wedding, every party.
What's the other one?
Oh,
Every
One
everything.
Headlight by the Wallflowers. I don't know that song.
I know one. That I really like. I'm trying to remember what it's called. I remember the band though.
Who's the band?
Los Lonely Boys.
Oh, Heaven. Oh,
Oh,
How
yes.
Far Is Heaven?
How far is
Oh, no,
heaven?
man.
Ah,
That's a good
yeah, it's a
song.
good song.
Yeah.
I mean, they still make music, but it technically it's a what you call it? It's a bang. It's a one-hit wonder.
It's a banger. for
PE
sure.
class Electric Slide. Oh yeah, in middle school, I remember that.
Mhm.
They had us do Electric Slide.
But to
We
warm
had
up,
to sit there and do. It was pretty much.
No, it's
yeah. It's pretty much like square dancing or whatever,
dude,
because you're doing like
yeah,
some
yeah.
motions.
it
or
was like
whatever.
on it was like on Fridays. I think everybody hated it, to be honest, but it was like we go out to our numbers or whatever on the ground, and they'd be like, "All right,
Yeah.
we're gonna warm up with electric slide," and then they would just play it on the speaker, and they go, like, "Everybody join in," and it would be like, "I don't want to do this.
Look here, lady. Too old for this.
Can we just play softball? Like, I really don't want to do this."
Can we just play
Yeah, it is dancing. Line dancing's for people who can't dance. I'm just kidding.
You're not wrong. But if you play some Copperhead Road, we'll throw down. That was my shiz.
Mm-hmm.
Too much work though. I ain't trying to do all that.
No, I've never really cared for line dancing.
It's fun, but I mean, you can only do so many moves.
I'll be honest, I
Line dancing.
don't care about dancing that much in general. But
John, that's
What the heck? One.
I come
That
from the
song-
town of Footloose. What, Matthew?
That song, One Headlight. I don't know if I've ever heard that song.
What year is it from? 96?
Goo. Oh,
That's why I've never heard of it.
Zach's like, that was the year we were born.
I was literally like 3 months old.
Mm-hmm.
Wild days we live in.
Mm-hmm. No, it's always so weird, and I think there are definitely one-hit wonders nowadays too.
Oh, a lot.
Like,
You're a jerk.
well, yeah, that song's over 10 years old now. That's not
Teach me how to
nowadays.
Dougie. Teach me how to Douglas, John.
No, I mean
What's
like I don't mean like because obviously the songs I'm thinking of right now aren't technically considered hits because they're not in mainstream music. But I'm talking about like even alternative songs where they come out and you're like, this song is awesome, and then the whole
Pumped Up
album
Kicks.
I think there's a couple
Yeah.
other songs by Foster the People that are good that people like.
Okay, without looking it up, tell me.
We saw them play live.
Without looking it up, John, tell me.
I don't remember the name of the song.
Exactly.
No,
That's
no,
the
no.
whole point.
No, Matthew.
Teenage Dirtbag. Weedus.
I heard that song recently. I remember it from when I was a kid. I didn't know what it was because someone posted it on Twitter, and I listened to it and I was like, I forgot all about this song.
Oh, I love that song. But
It's a great
don't
song.
listen to anything else Weedus.
No,
I
Matthew.
karaoke that song. So
I don't know what
Gotta
song you guys
think
are talking about.
I'm just a
Teenage dirtbag baby. Yeah.
Listen to Iron Maiden, maybe.
No idea.
Was it?
What?
Maybe I'm thinking of a different band. Matthew, didn't we see Foster the People with Paramore?
How do you not know some Weedus?
Was it on American Pie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The main actors in that music video.
Why is that song?
Jason
not-
Biggs.
Yep.
We did see Foster the People when we saw Paramore, John.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
but we heard the song there and we were like, this is a pretty cool song. We
Yeah,
didn't hear it before.
yeah. Well, the song was new.
It wasn't. It was like a couple years old.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. The song I'm thinking of, the album hadn't come out yet.
John, it's still one hit wonder.
It's a one-hit wonder.
Sacred
Take
Heart.
Me to
Never
Church
heard
is
this
another
album.
one.
Take
Yeah.
me to church.
I guess it was a year old.
X's and O's.
Which one's that?
I don't remember the name of the song on here. I'm still
X's
looking.
and O's, they haunt me.
But my point was other types of music, not just like mainstream music.
Not just
John, that's
dancing
the
music.
whole point of one hit wonders, is they make it
I
onto a
literally
mainstream.
explained what I was saying before. I
You're
said
talking about different
I
genres.
know they're technically not hits because they're not in mainstream audio. That's what I said. But Matthew is still 5 seconds behind.
You have the delay on.
Uh-huh.
That's why.
No, I was saying in like alternative music, there are albums that come out or songs, and you're like, the song's amazing. And then you hear the whole album, and you're like, oh, this kind of sucks.
Yo,
Like, I'll
I
be
got another
honest, Gerard Way's solo stuff isn't that great.
Yeah, you said alternative. You were talking about alternative songs.
one. Yeah, I got one more.
Okay, what is it?
Don't
That
take care of
funky
yourself.
monkey.
Talking about Brass Monkey?
That one, yeah. Brass monkey.
Are you trying to
That
say?
monkey,
Wait.
monkey.
Are you trying to say that Beastie Boys is a one-hit wonder band?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you trying to say
Are you serious?
Beastie Boys is not
One
a
of the
one-hit wonder.
biggest rap groups from like the 80s is a one-hit wonder.
The
Yes.
80s?
I believe so. I believe they started in the 80s.
What else I got? I lied. I listened to a lot of people.
Sabotage.
Sabotage,
That song's
Intergalactic.
whack, bro.
Wow.
Whack. Straight whack. I don't know about you, but I didn't grow up in the 80s, so.
I didn't grow up in the 80s.
Oh, they did start in the 80s.
I'm gonna have to make a new title card for Zach that just says whack and it goes over his screen.
Whack.
Or just a big blur that goes over his screen.
Yeah, funky.
I wonder if I could do that. It just blurs out the.
Let's see if we can see.
I wonder if that's possible.
Oops. That's not what I wanted.
I got a question for you. What's a band that people love to hate on, but you actually like? They're kind of like a guilty pleasure that you secretly like.
Easy. Nickelback.
They're pretty good.
I was gonna say Nickelback, absolutely.
See, I would say Nickelback. I like. This is how you remind me of what I really am. That song. Any of those songs, I really don't care about.
It's because you're a hater.
Hmm.
You know what it's like to be a rock star, all right?
I won't be rockstar.
Like, I know Godsmack is definitely a band that I hate on, but there's like a couple songs where I'm like, okay, that song's not bad actually.
It's not a band, it's a single person. The Beebs, man. J Beebs.
I think a lot of people like him, though. I wouldn't say people hate him.
Yeah, I think a lot of when he
I thought you were
switched
talking about
up.
personally.
No.
He's saying that
I'm talking
that
about their
people,
music, like people, like the way people treat Nickelback, you know.
Yeah, openly hate the person or the band or the musician, but you secretly like them.
Like Creed gets a lot of crap, but
Creed
freaking
has some good songs.
they actually do have some good songs.
At least look at me when you put.
I was gonna say, I know Matthew's gonna sing that song because he always does whenever I bring him Creed.
Wide open.
It's in that one too.
Do they have a I Can Take You Higher? Is that them too?
Yeah, can you take me higher? Now we're just singing Creed on our freaking podcast.
Higher. That's what I'm talking about.
That's a good song.
I don't know.
I can't really think about the music.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of.
Let me look through my iTunes. Just kidding.
People just hate on for like no reason. Yeah, I can't really think of any. I got people I hate on for no reason. The J Beebs, son.
Oh yeah.
So let's see.
Because he got
bands
big
that
when I was in
people
like
hate.
middle school. So
You know who was somebody that I?
Wait, people hate Green Day? What?
Yeah,
I'm not a fan
I
of
can
Green
see.
Day. I
I don't hate Green Day at all, but I can see why people hate Green Day because they become like this icon for. Well, no, it's not that. They become like the icon for like punk music. So a lot of punk people see someone that they're like, oh, you think you're punk? I bet you listen to Green Day. You're not real punk, and it's like it's kind of dumb.
Okay,
Yeah,
here we
no,
go.
Green
Here we
Day's
go.
not bad.
Hey, this is from February of last year. It's from a radio station. The 21 most hated bands of all time, and they did like a study. Number 21 is
Falling in
Linkin Park.
reverse. Oh, what?
How do you hate on Linkin Park, bro?
I can see disliking their newer stuff, anything after Minutes to Midnight, but to completely hate the band is a little ridiculous.
I was gonna say you got to remember these are gonna be more popular bands. They're not gonna be like Falling, because I agree Falling in Reverse is terrible. But number 21 is Linkin Park. Number 20 is Spin Doctors.
Okay, that's a one-hit wonder. That's a one-hit wonder band right there.
I have no idea.
That's before your time.
That's a one-hit wonder band.
Okay.
Number 19, Nirvana. I have a feeling a lot of these are going to be because of people being snotty about it.
People
You know what I mean?
gatekeeping.
Gatekeeping, yeah.
You're not grunge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, oh, you got a Nirvana shirt? Have you even listened to any other songs? besides,
I bet you got that shirt from Hot Topic, and that's why you listen to Nirvana. Yeah.
Nirvana shirt. I bet you haven't even listened to their song California Girls.
What?
That's probably what it's
That's
like.
Katy Perry.
Oh yeah, I know that.
California.
I thought you did a remix of a Nirvana song. Is what you're getting at. I'm like, whoa, I'm way out of my element.
I don't know. Maybe she did.
I have no idea how that works.
Number 18 is Rush.
Rush.
People do hate Rush. I know a lot of people who hate Rush.
I
don't have an issue with
I don't have an issue with them. It always
Rush
weirds me out that when people say they're the greatest band in the world.
Yeah.
That's probably why
Okay.
people hate it.
these next bands, I can totally understand why people hate them. Here we go. Number 17, Pearl
not-
Jam.
Smash Mouth. Oh, okay, I can see Pearl Jam.
That
Almost
Yeah.
a lot of Pearl Jam, so I have no idea.
you said Smash Mouth. Oh wait, go ahead.
I was gonna say there's only like one song by Pearl Jam that I like.
On Guitar Hero, right?
No, it's not. It's a song that I remember because one of my mom's friends, her boyfriend, requested it on a radio station in the 90s and said, "This is for
forgot you could do that.
whatever." And then they played the song, and we were sitting there listening, waiting in the car for the song to play, and we're like, "Oh yeah, that's awesome."
Damn, John, you're old.
Oh, I don't even have it on here. What the
How
hell?
many other people are gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I requested."
It's the one. Oh, where could my baby be? Someone took her away from me.
Where could my baby be?
Yeah.
Brought the girl away from me.
Last Kiss. That's the name of the song.
Okay, I didn't know that was them.
Good.
It's
Yeah.
called what?
You gotta calm down.
It's called Last
Some
Kiss.
vocals.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why I don't have that
them.
song. It like disappeared off my iTunes. iTunes does that, and I hate it.
I was gonna say I was like, I can't even think of a Pearl Jam song.
They sung the freaking song from the.
Who's that?
You guys probably heard that, didn't you?
Yeah.
I thought it was me. I was like,
It was
what
my
is
computer
going
because I
on?
clicked something, so it went.
Okay.
No, they sang the theme song for the original Avengers movie. That was on the commercial.
What?
The Avengers
What?
movie from 2012. Pearl Jam sung the theme song. Not the one. Dun, 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 dun.
We're like Avengers.
No, it wasn't that song. I'm telling you. I don't even know the name of the song.
The Avengers.
I'm pretty sure it's Pearl Jam. It's at the end of the movie. Like it plays.
Yeah, no, I have no idea. Yeah,
Those are
Iron
like
Man.
Thor.
I can't play the song
where
for
could
you.
my hammer be?
Shut up.
Loki took it away from me.
Stupid.
Fire, dude. That's a track in itself.
The god of thunder, and he's mischief, but we came together and beat him because we're the Avengers.
I don't remember what the song's called, but yeah,
I could have said the Chitauri took it away from me too. That would have worked. The Chitauri took it away from
Oh
me.
no, that might be Soundgarden actually, not Pearl
Oh.
Jam. Which I get the two mixed up. They're very similar.
That's the same difference.
Give us the facts.
Probably pissed off a lot of people saying that. Soundgarden and wait, no, Soundgarden. Wait, is Soundgarden the
I think they're
Shoot, no.
Black Hole Sun.
Oh, that's
Won't
right.
you come?
Black Hole Sun.
I think that's
won't you come
Soundgarden. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Take away the rain.
So yeah, like I said, I always get them and Pearl Jam mixed up. What was the rest of the list,
Oh,
Matthew?
no, I'm thinking of Savage Garden.
No, that's somebody completely different.
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking of. That's what I was thinking of. I'm like, wait, no, that's not the same band.
I
Okay,
forgot
so
what
number
song.
18 was Rush. Number 17 was Pearl Jam. We said that already, right?
Yeah.
Number 16 is Oasis.
Oh,
Oasis.
man. It's a good song though.
I think I can only think of one song that they play.
They only play
Well,
one song.
Wonderwall, yeah.
Wonderwall.
Yeah.
So maybe.
But they just remind me of another one-hit wonder, Semisonic, which is closing time, blah blah blah.
Closing time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are the ones I was saying is Pearl Jam, Oasis, Corn, or no, wait, no, Corn is the next one.
How can you
Pearl
hate on a
Jam,
vegetable?
Oasis, and then Corn is number 15.
I can see how people could hate on corn.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. I was like, I could kind of see these next ones: Pearl Jam, Oasis, Corn. I could see those.
Corn comes on sometimes when we're working out because Matthew puts on like random metal playlists, and I'm always just like, "What the hell is this?" Sometimes the songs are good. They're Kern. That's literally what it sounds
Bro,
like.
I bet Limp Bizkit's on this playlist.
Oh God, yeah. No, but that's a legitimate one.
No, that's like everyone hates Limp. No, okay. So there was someone in I forgot where it was. It was in a Discord or something. So someone put like, "Oh, staying up all night so I can listen to the new album," and it was a picture of Limp Bizkit. I'm like, man, you should have just went to bed. You should have just went to bed. That is not worth the wait.
I just it just reminded me of like I think it was in 2020 or the beginning of last year. I remember like Limp Bizkit was trending. And it was because like
people started wearing their hats backwards.
No, he was playing a festival, and like it surprised me because
I remember
there were so many people being like, "Oh, Limp Bizkit still got it. Oh, he's amazing." You best believe they were all named Kyle. They all lived in trailer parks and drunk Mountain Dew. Like, like when I saw, I was like looking at their profile pictures, like. These are the kind of people who listen to Limp Bizkit.
Like, they just got internet and can finally download early 2000s.
Damn, John just threw everyone who lives in a trailer park under the bus.
I didn't say no. I said Limp Bizkit fans listen or live in a trailer park. I didn't say all trailer park people listen to Limp Bizkit.
Whoa, clip that right there. There you go.
Controversial much, John?
But yeah, no, Limp Bizkit is one of those people where I'm like, I don't care what anybody says, Limp Bizkit sucks.
No, I thought you were gonna say it was trending. Was it him or was it Smash Mouth? Which one of them was like performing drunk or something?
That was Smash Mouth.
Smash Mouth.
The singer was absolutely
he was
blitz.
slurring his words and stuff, and like I think he just started someone.
He started like yelling at the crowd instead of singing.
That's hilarious.
Because
he was
well,
how do you mess up those lyrics? Like you wrote them and then like they're popular for some reason.
I mean, I was gonna say I felt kind of bad though watching it because you got to imagine like he probably gets tired of people wanting to hear those songs and stuff like that, especially because they become a meme, you know.
I like if I was that band Smash Mouth and people's like. Or people requested like, "Oh, sing Somebody Once Told Me." I'd be like, no, ain't gonna sing it. And go play it on the radio. You've heard it a million times.
What's that song actually called?
Somebody Once Told Me.
Hey Now, isn't it called Hey Now?
Hey Now, don't dream it. Oh, okay. I don't remember.
I don't know.
But number 14,
songs. Yeah, good.
Number 14, I 100% agree with why people hate it because I'm in that demographic. Number 14 is Metallica.
I thought you said white people hate it, and I was like, "What?"
That's the opposite. That's the opposite, John.
Stupid.
They're like, yeah, Metallica goes hard, dude. They're like hard metal, dude. I'm like hard when I listen to their metal, dude. That's what they say.
Like, yo, I pop one, all right, and then I get hard. Like, whoa, sir. You calm down with that Metallica stuff.
Like I've heard like some Metallica songs that I were like, oh, I was like, this isn't bad, whatever. I'm not a fan of their band.
Yeah, they're like, dude, I don't even take Viagra anymore. I just put on Metallica.
They're definitely one of those bands that like old metal heads will like be like, you don't listen to Metallica, you're not a real fan. You're not a real fan of the genre, like. And it's a little ridiculous.
Screamo music, and they're like, "That's not metal. That's not metal."
Well, technically, it's not. It's a different what you call it, but yeah.
Yeah, it's light rock. It's light metal. It's like heavy rock, light metal.
It's always funny because obviously things change over time, but it's always funny to hear someone when they come to you, go, "You want to hear some real heavy music?" And then they put on something from like the '80s, and it's just like,
oh,
it's like this isn't heavy at all.
I think we've talked about it. I don't know if we in person or on the podcast.
I don't think we
but
talked about it on the podcast. I know what you're gonna say though.
one of our friends who told me, I said, "What kind of music you listen to?" Because that's what I ask people, just to kind of understand
Yeah.
what kind of person they are. And he said, "Oh, I listen to metal." And I'm like, "Oh, really? Like what?" And he's like, "Oh, kind of like heavy stuff, And I'm like, "Oh, okay." He
Sick.
big Metallica fan, by the way. And so I'm like, "Oh, like do you mind like unclean vocals, like screaming and stuff?" He's like, "Oh, yeah, yeah." And I'm like, "Oh, so you like heavy stuff?" And he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You ever listen to
Attack.
uh no, shoot, what's the band? The cartoon.
Metalocalypse, Death Clock.
Metal Death Clock from Metalocalypse, the cartoon." I said, "Have you ever listened to that?" And he said, "No." I put it on, and it's like mermaid, like it's really like. And he's like, "Oh, I don't like this." And I'm like, "This is heavy metal, dude. I don't know what
He's
you're
like,
talking
how
about."
some ACDC. You're like, what?
Hey, okay, AC/DC is another one of those bands where I can understand people criticizing them.
What? Dude?
Yeah.
No.
But-
Whoa. Hey. Thunderstruck is good. Back in Black was good. But they needed to learn to make something else besides Back in Black, because it feels like they made the same song for the next like 20 years.
Wow, John. Wow. I agree with you, but
Just
wow.
play off time and halftime beats and ACDC can, all right?
You can't.
Where?
Just because
You can't keep playing Back in Black and just change the lyrics.
Just because you can play in not 4/4 beats
Yeah.
and play
Where?
out of the key of E doesn't mean you're better, okay?
Hater. Straight hater.
No, I'm
No,
at
You think
the.
you're better than the 4/4? Be honest. You think you're better than that?
Hey, I'll be
Trying
honest.
to waltz your way into music or what?
You dumb Matthew. I got that. No, I'll be honest. Any song I've made, most of them were in 4/4 also. So
Yeah, okay, well.
I would
AC/DC
never
with that,
try and do
well,
like 5/4 or whatever, those weird time signatures.
Oh, dude, like who's it? The Dark Side of the Moon,
For
band?
Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
The song "Money." Doom, 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 doom. It's in 7/8. It's a good song.
I was gonna say, I thought you were gonna tell the story about the guy that we went to church with, and when he walked up, he was like, "Find me a better drummer."
Okay, I'm doing that one too.
Oh, what?
Okay, so John and I used to play on a church band, and I was the bassist, and John was the drummer.
Slap in the
but-
basement.
So this guy walked up to me one day, and he's just like, "So, do you listen to a lot of music? Because you play music, you're a musician. You listen to a lot of music." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, like all kinds of music, yeah." He's like, I got a bet for you. I bet you can't find a better drummer than the band." And I'm like, "Okay, what band?" He's like, "The band." And I'm like, "What band are you talking about?" He's like, "You never heard of the band?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I don't know. Like, maybe."
Keep in mind,
I don't.
this guy's like 50
This guy's
years
older.
old.
He's
Late
like in his
40s,
50s.
or most
something.
likely early 50s or
So
whatever.
the drums
And-
weren't even made then. Got it.
So he's like, and I'm like, "Well, I like, there's a lot of music my parents listen to that I know the song, and if you play it, I'll remember it. I just don't know the name, or I don't know the band's name." And he's like, "Oh, the band's called The Band." And I'm like, "Huh, okay."
He
And he's like,
used to make the band.
"You've never heard of the band?" And I was like,
Like offended,
"Maybe,
like,
I don't know. I literally just told
you
you."
never heard of them?
I was like, "I literally just told you I may have heard of them. I just don't know, And he's like, "Oh, yeah, dude." And he plays the song or whatever, and he showed me like a YouTube video playing it, and it's the song "Take a Load Off Annie,"
He's like, I lost my
Take a load
virginity
from
to
me.
this song.
and you put the
I'm
weight
just
right
kidding. He
on
didn't
me.
say that.
Even way
And-
too much information.
And he plays that song though, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I know this song. I just didn't know the band's name or the song. It's like, I've heard of it. Yeah, I've heard it before." And he's like, "Yeah, I can't believe you've never heard of it." And I'm like, "Literally just told you I heard of it, but okay." And so he goes, "I dare you. I bet you can't find a better drummer than this drummer." And he shows me the video, and the drummer is playing and singing. Mind you, this is an older band, and he's just, if you've ever heard that song, "Take a load off Annie, and you put the weight back on me." It's a really slow song. The guy's
Yeah.
playing drums and singing, and I'm like, a better drummer, like easy.
Like,
I was like, a drummer that I don't think is like the greatest drummer, but he's still a better drummer than that guy, Travis Barker.
yeah.
I'm
Neil
like,
Peart.
that's easy. And he's like, oh, Neil Peart is another one that he might actually know from Rush, but he's like, yeah, he drums and he sings. I dare you to find me a better drummer. And I'm like, okay, yeah, totally.
Like,
I'm
have you
like,
heard of the Eagles?
I'm like, shoot, what the heck is the band? He was in the Almost, but the band he had before,
Aaron Gillespie.
Aaron Gillespie. For what band was that? Gosh dang it.
Which one?
What's the band that he
Under
drummed
Oath?
in? Under Oath.
Oh yeah.
I was
That
like
guy was
thinking,
crazy.
oh, Aaron Gillespie and Under Oath, like he played drum and sings at the same time. And then the other one is Silver Sun Pickups, right? Is it? No.
Who? I said Hail the Sun.
Hail the Sun, that's what it is. Hail the Sun is another one. That guy plays freaking complicated beats and sings.
Okay.
for him.
But
So I'm gonna put this up on. I'll keep talking with it. I'm gonna put it up on screen. There's not gonna be any music though. But go ahead.
okay, I don't know what.
I'm gonna show the drummers to show the difference. Obviously, it's not gonna be the drummer for the band because there's probably no footage of that. But
Of the band playing the way, yeah, there is. The guy showed me footage. That's how he told me to look it
let
up.
me look it up.
Was it just a hand stick figure drawing and animation? Because film wasn't around back then.
No, they're from
Oh, I got an
probably
ad.
from the 70s.
Oh,
They are the 70s, yeah.
before,
Yeah.
You know, states became states, and there's only 13 colonies. I
Or
got you.
no.
Okay. Let me see.
You're also on map, by the way, John.
Oh, am I
Okay.
still? Oh yeah, it's because I'm getting the stuff ready.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
1968, so almost the 70s. That's the one
Okay.
that came out.
Here we go. Here's the drummer playing. Look at this guy.
And he's singing,
Okay.
"Take a load off me, take a load off Annie." I'm gonna sing it like that so we don't get DMCA'd. And you put it away
So
back on me.
there's that guy, right? Here's
Kinda
Donovan Malero, the singer / drummer of Hail the Sun. He's singing at the same time while he's doing this.
Oh, this is the intro, but yeah.
Well, it starts off with a click, but you'll see like him go nuts on the drums. And it's like, get out of here, ad. Look at that.
We're not giving you free advertisement. Not right now.
Look at him. Look at that guy. He's also doing a double kick right there.
Yeah.
If you want, go check out this song on YouTube or this video right here. Human Target Practice. Hail the Sun.
Yeah.
He's
But yeah,
freaking
so-
insane.
Yeah, that. And then obviously Aaron Gillespie is another good one. I remember the first time we went to Warped Tour and we saw Under Oath,
Mhm.
and I had heard a couple songs. I wasn't like as big a fan as John was, and we're watching them, and like they're playing and stuff, and I hear the singing, and then I'm like, John, where's the singer at? He's like, it's the drummer, and I'm like, wait, what?
Like, huh?
He's like, the
They
singer
can
is the
do two
drummer,
things at
too."
once.
I was like, what? What?
Stop.
Now, keep
That's
in
not
mind,
possible.
I have tried to sing and play drums before. It is so freaking
So
hard.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me, because I'll
playing
be
it-
honest, when you play drums, there's a lot of thinking that goes into it. Most of the time, it's like, okay, where's one? I don't want to get off time and then be stuck and throw off the whole band. And like doing that, you're like playing, you're like, okay, I got this beat down. Okay, I can add a little bit of fill in there. I don't remember any lyrics to this song. Like, it's just so freaking hard to do.
Dude, playing bass lines, like not just like, cause you could play like rock bass, you know, where you're just strumming and just going along. That's a little easier, but actually playing bass lines and singing is freaking hard too.
Like Matthews tried to play the song "Money" by Pink Floyd before while singing, and down, and it always goes like this. He's playing the beat, and he goes, "Money," because it's like he comes in too late because his mind just can't focus on keeping that time.
Well, first of all, it's a 7/8.
Yeah.
Like it is not a normal, like it's
No,
not
Time
like
signature.
it's not a 4/4/3/4. It's a 7/8. It's a full 7. You know, it's a full 8 measure, but it's in 7. So that one changes a bit. You know, that first note or whatever, that first time.
For you people who don't know what that time signature means, a 4/4 is you literally count 1, 2, 3, 4. A 3/4 is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You can imagine what a 7/8 would be.
Yeah.
It's just like completely like, like I don't know what's going on.
I think it's a 7/8 on the bass, and then I think it's just the bass is a 7/8. I don't remember, but yeah. So like the whole time, like when you're playing the bass notes, it doesn't resolve until the 7th note, and then you on the 8, you go back into the 1. So it's like you have to sit there and make sure your timing's down, and then you're like, money. Oh crap, where's it at? Now I'm lost. Where's 1? Because it's easy to get lost in the sauce. No, to get it in a 7/8 or something,
Well, I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
You do get lost in the sauce.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, number 14 is Metallica.
Yeah, we went off on a really long tangent.
Bring it all the way back.
All right, so wow, there are some ones on here. Okay, 13 is The Doors.
Okay, I can see that.
I see that.
I mean,
12.
I don't hate The Doors, but I could see that they're very what's the word? Like niche, kind of hipster.
Yeah, look at
choice.
John's background. No door, just open.
Yeah. When I go to the bathroom, I leave that door open, even in public. The stall never closes. I'm just kidding.
Number 12 is Green Day.
Yeah, I thought you said Green Day already.
I think we talked about that.
We talked about it, but it wasn't. I wasn't going through the list. Number 11 is Coldplay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that,
Coldplay, they're a band where I think they're hit or miss. Like you can get a good song and you can get a bad song.
The next one, number 10, is Dave Matthews Band.
I've heard of Dave Matthews Band for a long time when I was a kid, because I remember going into Borders and it was like, new album out now, and I was just like, I don't know what this album is. It looks kind of boring.
Dave Matthews, I feel, is like the early hipster band,
but I never really listened to him. And then when we went to music school, I remember I was forced to play along to one of their songs, and it's like one of the only songs I listened to, and I was like, it's all right.
The whole reason, because it happened to me too, the whole reason was because the teacher was a fan of Dave Matthews Band.
It's kind of like in the same vein as Jack Johnson, and I know a lot of people like Jack Johnson, but it feels like that kind of style where it's like the people who are like, I like to go to the beach and sometimes put my hair in dreads, and I don't know, it's hard to describe. It's like those young people that kind of lean into being a hippie.
They're like, I like to be depressed, but I don't like to be that depressed. I like to be depressed at the beach.
I'd say the same people that listen to Jack Johnson though are the same people that listen to Jason Mraz.
Yeah, definitely.
They're like, I want to feel like I'm happy all the time.
I want to pretend like I'm Hawaiian.
But I mean, that being said,
you know what?
When those two songs by Jason Mraz came out in the early 2010s, they were fire. You know
what's funny is you know who probably listens to a lot of those bands? People in the area where we live in Southern California.
Yeah.
Exactly where you're at.
Yeah, that's literally, it's surfer rock, I think.
Is that what it's called?
I don't know.
It's funny because there's two types of music, or there are probably more, but there's that kind of stuff that's very popular in San Diego, and then we have our own kind of punk scene. That's why Blink-182 was so big, because it was it's its own style, and that literally came from here, which is really weird. Because I remember I was reading about Blink-182 one time, and they were saying people were saying that the reason why it was so big is because it was very different than the punk that people were making on the East Coast, which is a lot more darker and grungy and dirty sounding. Whereas we had a mixture of happy surfer kind of feels to our punk or pop punk music here.
Yeah, it's because we had sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sunny 24/7 there.
Because there's more land and not as much cities.
Yeah. Oh, Jack Johnson is considered surfer rock. So is Dick Dale, who did the.
I don't know what that is. You can't be saying that on our stream, Matthew.
Yeah,
Nope.
but
no idea.
there's a certain tone to the guitars that makes it surfer rock, which is mostly West Coast.
Lots of
music.
reverb
West Coast
and twang.
So yeah, Dave Matthews. You know, I was trying to look up Dave Matthews Band, and the only song I know by Dave Matthews Band is the one that
Grave
my
digger.
teacher was trying to get me to sing. Grave digger, when you dig my grave. It's actually a pretty good song though.
The song that she made me play was "You and Me." You and me together, we can do anything, baby. That one.
No idea.
Yeah. It's okay.
Number
bad.
9 is Kiss.
Kiss. Kiss is kind of overrated. I think they were more popular based on their showmanship in their shows.
Dude, that's metal right there, dude. What are you talking about?
kind of fire though. Kiss has
You
some
keep on
good
shouting.
songs.
You keep on shouting.
Like I
Yeah.
said, I think the reason why Kiss was so popular is because it was kind of like I'm trying to think of another band to compare.
It was different. That's why.
Well, it was
the
different.
music-
It was different, but it was also like you weren't just going to a concert; you were going to a show. Like
a performance.
there was
yeah.
a big thing going on stage, and the audience was involved. Like because they would go, "Hey, like join in and stuff." So that's why it became so huge. But
Yeah.
it's like there are other bands that do that now. But like I said, I don't think their music is amazing. It's not bad.
I think it's good for their time. for
Yeah.
sure.
But I can see
But-
why people would hate on that band
That's
because
it, dude.
their
People are
songs
gonna hate to hate.
their songs are kind of like basic, but they're not bad. Like basic's not always bad. AC/DC. I'm just kidding.
Whoa, leave AC/DC out your mouth, John.
Damn, John's just going
That's a
in on
fighting
that.
word, son. AC/DC goes hard.
Mhm.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah,
They're
it's
gonna put the
bec-
same 4 beat every single time, but it goes hard.
yeah. Kiss got popular because it was like people, like you said, a performance. People just wanted to go see a couple Jewish boys from New York,
I
with
didn't know they were
makeup on.
Jewish. What?
You didn't know Gene Simmons was Jewish?
I did not. Why would I know that?
Now you know.
His last name is Simmons. I'm pretty sure.
You're welcome.
No, I don't think his real name is Simmons. Is it?
Why does that
His-
matter?
His born name was Chamewitz.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know he was Jewish.
Yeah, he's yeah. Well, he's really Jew. Yeah, but yeah, I don't think I hate Kiss. I just don't. I guess I'm just indifferent to it. I mean, they got good music. I think they definitely pushed for people to be more performers on stage.
I feel like Kiss now is the kind of song that if it comes on in a bar, all the drunk people sing along. Like
Yeah, I feel like Kiss now sounds like a song title too.
Kiss now. Was that name one of their concert? Oh no, I'm thinking of Kiss Live. I think that was one of their concert titles.
Yeah, that sounds weird.
What's the
Number
next one?
8. Number 8 is another one I kind of agree with is Radiohead. Wait, these are not overrated. I forget.
Hey,
These
you
are
can't just
bands
skip
that
over
people,
that.
people hate.
But yes, Radiohead is another one of those
Radiohead.
bands that like people love. But-
Creep.
Yes, I think.
What?
The song Creep.
Oh, yeah. I'm a
yeah.
weirdo.
That's the only song I know by Radiohead.
Yeah.
They're one of those bands again that are like, I think you have to be in the right kind of mood to listen to them. Like Pink Floyd,
Yeah.
also they're
See,
very
there's-
soft kind of music.
Okay. Like some of these bands, it's like I don't understand why people hate them. I would see more of like people thinking they're overrated.
Mhm.
That makes more sense. But I don't really. Why do people hate some of these bands?
That's nice.
Number 7 is Fish.
I don't
Never-
remember any of their songs.
No idea. So we'll just move on because I don't.
We'll
I
go ahead
remember
with
hearing
it.
about them when I was younger, but I don't remember any of their songs.
Number 6, I know a lot of people don't like it. Bob Dylan.
Yeah, I can see that. Like, I don't hate Bob Dylan, but I have yet to find a song that I like.
I like Bob Dylan. I don't mind Bob Dylan. What about you, Zach?
can't actually say. I couldn't tell you a song I even know. By the
I was
guy,
gonna
but-
say you probably don't know any songs by Bob Dylan, huh?
No, knocking
I-
on heaven's
well,
door, but I only
yeah,
heard their
well-
cousin residents version of it.
There's 2 songs by Bob Dylan that became popular from someone else redoing it, is "Knocking on Heaven's Door" and "All Along the Watchtower."
Okay, All Along Watchtower is a good song, but I've never heard the original.
Inspired by Jimmy.
I've only heard the Jimi Hendrix version.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's what I'm saying. Like I don't hate Bob Dylan, but I have yet to find a song that I really like.
he's like one of the things about Bob Dylan is he's a very good lyricist.
He's very political. Yeah, lyricist is the right word.
Lyricist. He's very not so much political, but societal is the word.
Civil
I don't know.
rights.
Civil rights.
It would,
Civil,
it would
yeah,
still
more
be
civil
considered
rights.
political, Matthew.
Yeah, civil rights and like about society. Number 5 is Mumford and Sons.
I see that.
People hate.
I don't like them. I'll be honest.
I think there's only one song I've heard by Mumford and Sons, to be honest, and I don't even
And I
remember what
don't
the
like
song
it,
is.
so I don't like them.
Little Lion Man. Little Lion Man, you are.
Yeah.
nope,
But
not a
it
fan.
was not your fault, but mine.
I don't
Who's
hate it, it's just
the
not
cave?
my
The
style.
cave. I don't remember how the song goes. I can see the title and I know the song. I don't remember what
Cave?
it is.
Oh, another one by them is good is I will wait for you.
Yep, I don't like
Um,
it.
They also come from
Who's
rich
the,
families.
Who's
so,
the other band I was thinking of?
I don't mind if people
Kings
hate
of
them.
Leon. Kings of Leon is a band that everybody loved, and I was like, I only like 2 of their songs.
Your sex is on fire, right?
Yeah. And I was always
Thanks.
like, those 2 songs are good. I don't understand but why people think they're like the greatest band though.
I was waiting for.
But like I said, that's just not my style anyways. So what's the next one, Matthew? Let's get through this list because we've been on this for a while.
No, but Mumford and Sons, I'm pretty sure they come from rich families. But anyways, number 4 is U2.
Well, they're not even the original band, Matthew. The original band was called Mumford, and then their dad
You're
passed down the band to them.
Number 4 is U2.
U2.
What? You hate U2? Why would you hate U2?
Okay, I don't personally care about their music, and
Yeah, I
you
don't
know
like
why
it
I think
either.
people hate U2 is because that year that Apple made everybody download their new album with the
Exactly
update.
what I was thinking.
Okay, I would understand that. Okay.
I don't hate U2. Again, there's not really any songs that I care of, but I do like. I like them in, as a band because I remember hearing the whole story because there was a documentary that came out where it was Jack White, Edge from the band U2, and the guitarist from I think he was Jimmy Page.
Yeah.
I forgot what band he was in. But
Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin. And they were talking about stuff and I was just reading the comments. Sorry. I'm just kidding. Yeah, they were talking about how U2 started, and they said that it started with them because they're Irish, so it was back in Ireland, and they were in middle school, and they were like, oh, we want to play music, we want to play at the school or something like that, and none of them knew how to play instruments, and they started their band.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And so that's how that band started, and then they were like, they basically worked together to learn how to play these instruments and grew to be one of the biggest bands in the world. And I'm just like,
yeah,
that's insane.
So they probably did it. So like, all right, everyone sit behind the drum set. Nah, he looks the best behind the drum set. He'll be the drummer.
It's literally what a lot of people do when they're younger too. Like, but then they never get to the point of actually making music.
Yeah, you know what it is. And then Bono they're like, you just don't look good with anything in front of you. You just go stand out in the front. And he's just like, hello, I'm at a place called Vertigo. That was one of the songs on the iPod. That's why I remember it.
Yeah.
See why people hate you two.
Yeah.
Perfect sense.
Let's,
Okay. Now we're getting into the territory of what we already talked about.
we'll just
we
fire them
got?
off.
Number 3 is Creed.
Okay.
Yeah,
We already talked about Creed.
Yeah.
Next.
Number 2, I did not expect this to be up here, but I'm kind of disappointed. This is number 2, and number 1 is number 1. Number 2 is Limp Bizkit.
Oh, dude, Limp Bizkit.
We don't even need this list. What's number 1?
Okay, this is why I said I'm disappointed. Number 1 is Nickelback.
What, dude? How do you hate on Nickelback though?
I think they're
And
saying
Nickelback
because Nickelback's kind of a meme.
Limp Bizkit.
I think it's
How?
because Nickelback is a meme to hate on. Limp Bizkit
Yeah.
isn't a meme, but people don't like Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, there's like Limp Bizkit or Nickelback. I think is the joke, is the meme. Limp Bizkit is genuine.
Like Limp Bizkit, like the only song I can think of by Limp Bizkit is "It's Just One of Those Days." Like,
it's just one of those days.
have you ever heard of the subreddit "I Am Very Badass"?
No.
It's literally it's a subreddit of people like who are just
Listen to
trying.
Limp Bizkit.
They're trying to act so tough and stuff like that. Like if someone posted a comment, like say like, "Oh, you know,
I drink Monster and push it
like
on the wall."
no, like this person got my order wrong and completely forgot my cheeseburger or something, and then someone comments like, "Oh, if it was me, I would have got in there and slapped the shit out of him and it would have never happened again." Like people comment stuff like that, and then people posted on "I Am Very Badass" being like,
Did you say it punched a hole in the wall?
"What?"
Yeah, that's
Zach,
a real Kyle thing.
I thought you said pushed up on the wall, and I was like, "What?"
But yeah, no.
I mean, they might have did a
Just-
headstand. I don't know.
That's
People who listen to Limp Bizkit
just
didn't
drink
believe so.
Mountain Dew and grind on the wall.
that's what that subreddit is. It's a lot of like Kyles who are like, "I'm so badass" and stuff. I feel like that's who that music's for.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Like he literally says in the song, "You want to feel like ripping someone's head off," and it's like, oh my god, this is so cheesy.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna read off the other songs by them that I remember. I was just looking at them like, yeah, no, I don't even want to. Let's
I know
not even
exactly what
talk.
song you're talking about.
Yeah, I just look at them like,
I forgot about
even,
that one. Yeah,
let's not even talk about them anymore.
I'm just saying, I don't know anyone who actually listens to Limp Bizkit like on the regular.
Yeah.
If I did, they might have got punched. I don't know.
If I did,
Like,
they'd probably be in jail.
Unless you're an
Exactly.
actor, like trying to get into the like mindset of like a role of a guy who wears a backwards cap, and drinks Mountain Dew. I don't know why you would listen to Limp Bizkit.
Unless you're gonna be acting.
Wallet chain, dude.
Unless you're gonna be acting in a movie that takes place in the 90s, you shouldn't be listening to it.
Unless you're Limp Bizkit, you should not be listening to it.
No, Limp Bizkit shouldn't listen to Limp Bizkit.
Limp Bizkit doesn't even listen to Limp Bizkit. They're like, "Oh yeah, you came out with a new album." Fred Durst is like, "Oh yeah, we did, brother."
How old is
I don't
Fred
know, he
Durst?
probably says brother, but he's like, "You're like, oh, how is it?" He's like, "I don't know, never listened to it." I don't know why he dances like this.
He's 51 years old. Do you think he's still like?
Wears a backwards cap. Yes.
No. That's not what I was gonna say.
That's so
Do
bad.
you think he's like when he sings, like he performs his old songs? Do you think he like cringes at his lyrics?
No.
No, I think he 100% believes in his lyrics.
I think when they invented the backward cap, he bought all of it.
He came out of
He
the
bought them
womb
all.
with a backwards cap.
Yeah.
Like they're like, "I see the head. Wait, that's a backwards cap." Yeah.
Wait,
Like, "Oh, I
wait.
need a monster instead of milk because I'm a
Yeah.
baby."
Yeah,
Wait, so
Monster was invented like by him,
There was
for him.
There was a on his Wikipedia page. There's a list of feuds. Apparently, he had a feud with Slipknot in 1999.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
It said he
Yeah,
accused.
Slipknot made real music.
He said accused. He insulted Slipknot fans, describing them as fat, ugly kids.
All right, well, he doesn't have to call me out like that.
What were his fans then, though?
Yeah. Well, backwards cap Mountain Dew drinking fat ugly kids.
He also talked crap about Placebo. He just loves talking crap about bands, huh? He talked crap
It's just
about.
one of those days.
He talked crap about Eminem.
You want to
also.
start a beef, but everyone's better than you.
Well, apparently
It's
the
just one
song.
of those days.
Apparently the song "Without Me" by Eminem talks about Fred Durst in it because they were feuding with each other.
What does he call him?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean,
I was trying to think of an insult, but I'm like, I don't know. I just called him Fred Durst. Dude, that's an insult. You just call someone Fred Durst. You're looking like Fred Durst, and you're like, oh.
Wait, he has
Oh,
another. He had
damn,
an album
okay.
come out last year called "Still Sucks." Oh God, the album artwork looks so.
Yeah,
90s.
I know. That's what I was saying. Remember, I
Wait,
said there was a
For Limp
person that
Bizkit?
was.
Let's
Yes,
go,
that's what
dude.
I said, guys. That's what I said. I saw on a Discord someone saying they were waiting up all night just to listen to that
my
record, and I felt like telling them, yeah, you probably should have just went to sleep.
Yeah, this is why we need like an after hours
Well,
podcast. We can play it
he
and then not get DMCA.
he titled the album telling you about his new music. How is this new Fred Durst album? Still sucks.
Pretty much.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, no, I looked at their album titles and I'm like, yeah, why would you buy this? This is garbage. Like the names suck.
It's
Literally
still, it
now.
still has. It says it got a fairly positive review.
Yeah, from like the 20 listeners.
Says this
mean, them?
knowingly
Just the
middle-aged
band?
iteration of Limp Bizkit is far more likable and less obnoxious than the younger self. But even
Okay.
so, they've lost their big Durst energy. That's such a dumb way to
Is,
put that.
is that a good thing or?
I don't know.
That's hilarious.
Let me see on Spotify if I type in. Okay, never mind.
I don't know.
I went to Limp Bizkit Radio and it came up with Alien Ant Farm and Slipknot. Why? Why would they be included in there?
Yeah, anyways. I don't like Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, don't search Limp Bizkit because then your computer's gonna think you like it and it's gonna start recommending the songs.
Even now we've
gonna
said
get-
it so much and our iPhones
Yeah.
are listening to you or your Amazon Echoes and you're gonna start recommending or getting recommended their albums.
You're gonna get an ad on Instagram for like McDonald's or something. And it's like just one of those days where you wake up, you want to make McFlurry in a sausage cup. I don't know. I couldn't think of anything.
I was gonna just say Mountain Dew's gonna get delivered to your door.
Mhm.
Just gonna think
Yeah. Mountain Dew and Monster Energy.
Mm-hmm.
You joined the cult of
Yeah.
creators.
You know, combine them together called Mountain Dew or Monster Dew or Mountain Energy.
I was to say, speaking of ads, did you guys see that? I think it was Microsoft and possibly Ubisoft, but another company
Oh, yeah.
talked about the idea of putting ads in video games.
I guess I'll have to find something else to do because I'm not gonna
Like,
deal with that.
I don't know if they meant like, because I showed Matthew a funny video making fun of it. There was a guy playing Elden Ring, and then it cuts to like a commercial for Outback, and it's like shrimp on the Barbie, like right in front of.
Right as he's about to be attacked like by a boss. Yeah.
But I
Oh,
was
that'd be
like, I
terrible.
don't think it's gonna be that bad. I'm guessing because I know some video games have done that in the past, like games like Forza and stuff like that had like billboards in the background that you can pay for to put an ad on, or businesses
Which is
would.
cool until people start abusing you.
Which is weird. Like one, I'll say that we played Dying Light this year with our cousin. Which the game came out in 2014, but one thing that they did was with Dying Light 2, which came out like a month ago, is they had big banners across skyscrapers that said Dying Light 2 in the game, which was really weird because I'd be playing and be like, oh, that's weird, an ad for Dying Light. And then I was like, wait, how is there an ad for Dying Light 2? This game comes out this year. But it was like,
That's kinda strange.
it just kind of threw me off for a second, but I didn't think it was that big of a deal. If it's just like that, like a billboard with a product on it, I'll be honest, I don't care.
Dude,
Yeah.
then we buy one of those for Whiskey Boys.
But I tell you, I tell you what, if they're gonna start putting ads in games better be cheaper.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
because they'd be
that's-
getting revenue from the ads.
That's not gonna happen.
Or
not gonna happen.
start giving us free deals. Well, I guess a lot of people give free DLC now. They're gonna start giving you ad place DLC, like this new skin, the Dorito skin. It's like a tracksuit covered in Doritos.
Hey, that's already a thing. Mountain Dew, Doritos.
Yeah, I was thinking like Fortnite. As soon as you said it, I'm like, oh, all that slurp juice or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
That'd be Coca-Cola.
I am so
100%.
surprised there's not a chug jug drink
Yeah.
like to
Well,
actually buy.
Oh,
I mean,
it's called Coca-Cola.
I'm sure Epic Games will be on it soon. They love money, so they'll be on it sooner or later.
I mean, I keep buying into it, so
I mean, look at what they did with Rocket League.
Wu-Tang.
God, Epic really ruined Rocket League.
They did.
They really
Dude,
did.
I don't even have my Ghostbusters and Batman skins that I had.
I
from a
don't
long time
have
ago.
my Fast and Furious
Or that one.
Dominic
Dude.
Toretto's car anymore.
I want my Dominic Toretto car.
You know how awesome it is to just fly through the air with Dominic Toretto's car
And just say family.
as you score a goal.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, you brought up Mountain Dew, Matthew, and you just reminded me that you tried the new Mountain Dew flavor the other day.
Ooh.
Matthew's like, I don't remember now.
I don't think it's really new, but okay.
Is it not new? I thought it was. It's a flaming
I think
hot
it's been
Mountain
out for a
Dew.
while. Flaming hot Cheetos flavor.
Which I didn't
Mountain
try
Dew.
it because I was like, hey, I don't feel like having diarrhea. So what did you think about it, Matthew? Was it?
I don't remember. I'd have to try it again.
Oh my
I
goodness.
took one drink. Well,
So-
I didn't know you were gonna bring this up. I probably
I don't
would have
know, it
bought
was just
another one
something to
if
talk about.
I knew you were gonna bring it up.
So apparently, you said it was new, but it said it was a testing product last year, and it came out this year.
Oh.
Yeah, April 2022. That's when it started coming out nationwide.
Well,
So, yeah.
speaking of Mountain Dew, you know what we need to do? And speaking of Flaming Hot Cheetos, we need to go to Buffalo Wild Wings so we can go try the new Mountain Dew that's only exclusive at Buffalo Wild Wings and the hot Cheeto.
What are we
Wings that they have
sponsored by
there.
B-Dubs? Why are you reading it off like that?
Because I'm practicing, John, for when we get sponsored by them, okay? B-Dubs, sponsor us. Anyone. G Fuel, listen, I can do the ad reads all day, all right? I can transfer or whatever.
Like
segue
I
into them
said,
easily.
if we start getting sponsors, I'm gonna buy like a NASCAR suit and start putting them as patches.
Listen, we get
Be
sponsors. I will be in charge of those ad reads, okay? Because I will do it so perfect. I will do it perfect. We'll be sitting there talking about men not washing their ass, and we'll be like, you know what? Speaking of washing your ass, speaking of washing your ass, you know what's delicious? Game Fuel, G Fuel.
What? That doesn't even add in.
That's how I'll transition. Be like, you know what?
The new G Fuel bidet.
Here.
You just mix this into your water line. It's like you have a water softener, and instead of salt, you put G Fuel.
Dude, I would totally do like an ad like
Dude,
that. If
imagine-
I got sponsored by G Fuel, I'd do like a bath, like bathe in G Fuel, you know, or do a bidet with G Fuel.
You know, that is legitimately something I would love to try, but I feel like it would ruin all your plumbing.
What,
Yes,
G Fuel bidet?
No. Take a water softener and instead of putting salt, just load it up with G Fuel, and then just turn on, like, say, your shower or whatnot, and see where it comes out. You know, like just be like, oh, the shower, there's G Fuel coming out all of a sudden.
What? Let me come out of anything that the water line's connected
Well, I
to.
know, but I'm saying, like, how long would it last? Would it actually
No.
taste like? Obviously, I wouldn't want to
No, what you
swallow
need
that, but yeah,
is like Mr. Deeds, the movie. You get the
that's Hawaiian Punch.
Oh, Hawaiian
faucet
Punch
with
one.
Yeah.
Hawaiian Punch, dude.
Ooh, the drinking fountain.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Or
man, I think,
in-
it's time to hang it up. It's like 2 hours.
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
getting there.
what's that? Idiocracy, the water
Oh,
fountain.
Brando.
Brando.
yeah.
Brando. It's got what plants need.
Yeah, that's a good movie. If you've never seen Idiocracy, I was at Brando. If you've never seen Idiocracy, you should go watch it. It's a really
If you,
good movie.
if you want to taste what America could look like in 10 years.
Yeah, see,
Now?
Just kidding.
watching it back then was funny. Watching it now is a little sad.
Hashtag G Fuel bidet. That's you got to post that, Matthew.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, well,
Feel the day.
let's go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you for
Joe.
joining the Whiskey Boys podcast. If you want to check out my links, you can go to twitch.tv/Jonald214. I have my links there. You can go to Zach's at twitch.tv/unexpectednoob6, or you can check out Matthew's at twitch.tv/agent_monkey, spelled MUNKY. But thank you guys for joining. This was really fun, and we hope you all have a good night. And we will see you next week.
Rob Van Dam.
Dude, the goat.